I got the Sega collection, so I got a bunch of games now. So you can expect a bunch of reviews every time I beat one of those games. Maybe eventually I'll review the entire thing if I beat all the games. Now, Streets of Rage. Axel, Adam, and Blaze are your three characters you get to play as. The game starts off telling you a little background on why you're doing what you're doing. There's some cop that you need to save because Blaze, Axel, and Adam are all ex cops and they're like friends with him or something. So you do 8 rounds. Each one, I think, gets better and better. And for a 90s game, there's a lot of cool shit. Like people coming through garage doors that open, people jumping in from the water. I think that's just cool for a 90s game. Then there's an elevator level where you fight a bunch of people on an elevator. And I gotta mention this, there's a special move that you can do once per, life. Got 3 lives, you can press square. I'm playing on PS4. And a cop car will come and shoot fire or rockets or whatever your character can do. And when you do the elevator level, it shoots from far away since you're on an elevator, but it still works. And then on the final level, you're in a building, so you can no longer do it anymore. Eventually, they quit doing bosses for like a round or two, like new ones anyway. They just make you fight 2 bosses instead of 1. Which wouldn't be any different if you do 2-player, if you play with your friend or brother or family member or something, which I did a few times, but I beat the game by myself. But if you do it on 2-player, every time you have to fight a boss, it's always 2 instead of 1. So once you actually get to 2 bosses, it's still the same. You actually get a gold trophy on this game if you beat everybody without doing a revive. But every time you die, you get your police thing back as long as you already used it. You can't have 2. You can collect lives and apples and all this different stuff to heal. And you can also get cop cars sometimes. When you get to the final boss, he actually has a gun. It's the first person that has a gun, and sometimes he shoots his own teammates. You get an option to either join him or not join him. I picked join him just for the hell of it. And he says, here's your reward. A trapdoor opens, and you get sent back to round 6. Which I was like, hell no. There is a reverse time button, which I used a lot when someone killed me or something. Try and get my strategy better. And I reversed it all the way back and pressed no one said and fought him and beat him. First try. It only took me 2 tries to beat this game. I played it a few times with my brother, but I don't really count that. But by myself, playing it by myself, took me 2 tries. I got to the final level, and I didn't even get to the boss the first time. I think I got killed by those 2 fire-breathing guys, and there were still 2 other mini-bosses. Because I thought the revives were, unlimited. Because it was my first time playing. But they were not. So I risked it, and I got all the way to the final level, and boom, lost. So it sucked. But apparently, since I looked it up on YouTube, the bad ending, if you do it on 2-player, you have to kill your own partner. So it would make you fight your own partner. If you're playing with your friend, you'd have to beat him up as Adam, Blaze, or Axel. And you would get an ending. It's a pretty unique game, and they made a game 1 year later, which I've only played it once so far. I didn't beat it. I got to round 5. I'm not going to talk about that for obvious reasons because this is the review of the first game. But yeah, this game's amazing, especially for a 90s game. I have Streets of Rage 4, so when I beat all these, I will quit playing the Sega game for a bit and play that one. And yeah, that's about it.